OT now. Give me one more moment. Let me take a look. Make sure that everything is working just fine. Especially since it's definitely been a little while since I last streamed. Especially since it's definitely been a little while since I last streamed. Alright, so let me see. I think I need to lower my audio. I think. Because it was definitely a little echo. I think I need to lower my audio. I think. Because it was definitely no, wait a minute. I'm dumb. The reason why there's an echo is because it's capturing my desktop audio. In fact, I'll probably actually put my audio right here, so that way it's at a rather comfortable level. So let me see now. Let's see. Bam. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Yeah, I think that's about... Oh wait, and Twitter, of course. Can't forget about Twatter. What a wonderful place. Alright. That being said, let me readjust some settings on my game. Let's see. Here we go. Bam. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, seems pretty fine. Okay, cool. So, welcome everybody. It has definitely been quite a long while since I last did any streaming, that's for sure. Now right now my goal is definitely just to improve on some of the times that I currently have with some of the Master Rank 2 monsters before I ultimately decide to publish them. Especially since after I saw the video, I believe it was Azzy, if I remember right, he had posted some, well, he's doing that once a day, posting the super crazy custom quest with Gunlance. And if anything, I definitely learned quite a lot from him, in which case I think one of the big things for me to take away from this video was the fact that I wasn't really utilizing the Wormstake cannon as much as I probably need to be. But that being said, on some monsters where I already feel... Oh, you're shitting me. So, here's what I'd say so far. What I do think is interesting about Raytheon is that she's actually one of the few monsters that just auto-engages the moment she sets eyes on you. As opposed to like some other monsters like Pookie Pookie, where he'll look at you for a little bit, but he won't start going after your neck just yet. I think I've lost maybe 2% of my runs, or maybe 5% if I'm being generous, to Raytheon accidentally looking at me for the beginning start. Don't get spotted, don't get spotted. Alright, we're doing fine. I'll just actually place it underneath her head. Or not. This is a warm-up. This is the D-Rust. I mean, after all, I hadn't played in a couple weeks. Been moving quite a bit, no longer. So I guess some life updates. So for starters, I no longer work for senior living. If anything, as enjoyable as some of the things about that job was, there was something that Kat and I definitely agreed upon, is that it demanded a serious amount of time in order for us to actually continue to work there. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because, you know, I mean, jobs demand time from you all the time, especially depending on the type of job it is. But I think for the both of us to be working together in the same workplace, we kind of felt that we were kind of always working, and we ultimately needed that separation between work and our personal lives, which is pretty well why we decided to split from the company. And so, as a result, Kat went back into teaching, and I guess technically I did too. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That was not supposed to happen. I was supposed to back up again. Well, anyways, so she went back into teaching, and I admittedly kind of struggled to find a job for a little bit, but thankfully I think I'm pretty close to getting one right now. Oops. And then I guess if anything, like if I had a choice, I'd probably go back into special education. Because me personally, that's definitely a big passion of mine. So, if anything, as a result, definitely some lifestyle changes, especially with the amount of time we have. And then on top of that, even though like we were living on company grounds, I think another thing that kind of made it hard is that even though, yes, they technically provided food for us, especially on our work days, however, Kat couldn't really eat a lot of the foods that was being served. Hell yeah, man, we back. That's probably my favorite trick that I learned how to do, or learned about doing the other day. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh my god, please! Yeah, and tell me how the quality is, by the way. Because, you know, new house, hopefully better internet. Don't you dare start with that fitness pick. Ooh, that honestly, I think that should have hit me. Yeah, you're right, that is world being world. Ooh! You know what? I'm being severely skill issued right now. Now, granted, I very well could just do the old reliable method of just trip blocking her. Especially since we're in a fucking Gunlance right now. But me, personally, I do not find that too appealing. I say as I go ahead and give her the good trips. And in fact, I took too long. For a lot of these lower Master Rank monsters, my personal time limit that I'm giving myself is if the worm stake thing falls off, I took too long. And that's my reset queue. I think there's some like exceptions here and there, but I think for a monster like Raytheon, that will be my reset queue. But if it's a little dark, let me see about turning up the brightness in the game. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Ooh, yeah, that's quite a bit brighter. Hopefully not obnoxiously so. But it definitely hurt. I mean, it helps. And Luigi, I completely get you with the grinding RNG. Dude, I get lost in the settings for this game all the time. It's just a little silly. Oh. Oh my god. That was so dumb. Ooh. Alright, I still got some of it. Oh, I shouldn't have. You know, I need to make a reminder for myself to not exactly go too crazy with the aggro. Please! You know what, that's... oh, shit. Okay, you know, I'm gonna restart this, but you know what? I'm gonna keep that in the bank, in the memory bank. Every single time she does the giant fireball, she's always following it up with a tail flip. Oh, this shit's too bright. Oh my god, this shit's too bright. Give me a second. That's too funny. Hey, man, you know what? That's awesome. See, admittedly, I was doing some of the grinding out in the, I was doing some grinding in the actual, like, regular maps, but I've realized that a lot of the Master Rank 2 monsters, they have some cancer-ass, placements on the maps. Like, Raytheon's probably the least offensive of them all. Kind of. Actually, no, she's still pretty offensive if you ask me. Big reason why, Ancient Forest, you got the Paratoads to contend with, and then sometimes you got that second monster that'll spawn in with her. Shit, she's big. Oh well. And then for Wildspire Waste, if you're doing TA rules, you gotta really make sure you take care of the little smokescreen pollen puff before you really do anything. You know what, let me see if I can do this in time. I'm actually very disappointed with that. I'm not going to lie. Oh, go figure. Go figure. I think my best time with this lady is with a trip block, but I don't want to just do... Oh, okay, yeah, see. I thought so, I was right. Here we go. Oh my god, I'm in a bad spot. Oh. I was hoping a little too much. Lady, please. Good, good, good. Oh, baby, yes. Now, I'm probably going to go ahead and restart this in a second. And my thing broke. Just as I said when I reset these things. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Sweet. Oh god, my shoulder. Text message. Go. Yeah, that is true. I do agree that was a pretty decent run. Oh, you too? Dude, I love that shit. I mean, one thing's for sure is that I know for sure it's me getting the notifications in public. And not just some random guy. Woo! Oh, you know, I should have let her have it. Okay, here we go. Oh. I got too excited. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Alright. You know, the excuse is that we're learning our damage values. Please. Oh. What a fumble. Moved her head just in time. Alright, this one's gonna be it. I can feel it. I can feel it in my heart of hearts. But in all honesty, I have a couple runs if you could delay inputs. I mean, I could delay inputs, but I was trying to get it before she moved her head. Okay, she seems actually a little bit smaller this time. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. Oh, we're still winging it. We leg tripping then. That's not a leg. You know what? Fuck it. I love you too, hun. Yeah, for a second I thought we were about to start doing a leg tripping run, but the game said no. Get her ass. Wouldn't that be a thing for a challenge run? Fight the monster using a constantly rotating camera. Oh, this one's really small. Oh shit, am I too far? No, I'm not. Too soon. The nice thing... Joy-Con drift challenge? Yeah. Because I remember, I'm pretty confident this was Spectral I was doing the Goss Rog run with. Oh, whoops. Oh well. Well anyways, I was doing a Goss Rog run with Spectral, and, there was some points in the run where things weren't necessarily going the way we were hoping. And so I decided to do the entire hunt with my camera like this. And for whatever reason, if I remember right, we got one of our best times doing that bullshit. Good, 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 good. Put ourselves right here. Good. Here we go. And now. Ooh. Damn, wrong spot. Oh, come on now. Now that's just unethical. See, man, it's just the way to go. shame. But to be fair, she started running into me like over and over again. So I think from there, I think that was our indication that was kind of a dead run, and me accidentally going over the some of the damage thresholds. I think ironically, I think some of the weaker monsters kind of got harder to be consistent with as the power creep went up, just because they just start flinching all over the place. And then with Iceborne being the way it is with the claggers, I think it makes it slightly more awkward. Bakey B, I feel you, boy. I got one of the cats by my leg. Sometimes whenever I'm doing some games, he'll start coming by me and he'll start placing his paw. So the only mods I actually have on are the Souvenirs Light mod, where it makes the shiny significantly easier to track, and True Weapon Values. Otherwise, the only other thing that's actually there would be Cheat Engine, just to give me more tickets and shit. Are you serious? Oh god. But as for like HP reduction mods or size reduction mods, no, I'm not using any of that. Oh shit, I'm dead. And honestly, like, I don't want to deal with any more mods than I have to. And I can at least tell you right now that like in regards to the whole mod talk, especially for Monster Hunter Wilds, I could tell you that there is definitely some discussion already going on as to like what's the approach should we take in regards to like whether it should just go PCs not allowed on the on any leaderboards, and it would just be like console games that are allowed. Another thing is that we place trust in Capcom to build a very good anti-cheat system, just because since the game is going to be cross-platform, ideally you do have a really strong anti-cheat system, especially for the console players out there. And then another one's like, we try to just do like a tightly regulated set of mods, but I think no matter what, there's never going to be a right answer to this. Oh boy, she flinching on this one. You ready? Oh, I didn't get it in time. See, and that's the other idea too. A mod checker mod. But I think some people's issue with that is that you'll have some people that'll inevitably try to bypass the mod checker, but you know, at the same time though, if a person's gonna want to cheat, they're gonna find a way to cheat. Let's be honest here. Okay. Just gonna ask if you could do a tail flip. Oh, you're kidding me? No tail flip? Hmm. I probably should have done the dodge. See, I think so far this run's going. Oh hell. Okay. Let's fucking go. You know what? We're committing. Oh shit. Yeah, definitely not my proudest. For sure, the best one I got was around like a 229-ish or so. And if you give me a second, I'm actually more than happy to bring that video up. Give me one moment. Oh, that's Wild Spire Raytheon. Oh shit, which of these files is just regular Arena Raytheon? This one? That's definitely not it. That's definitely not it. Then I think, funnily enough, I've only saved some of these clips just because, that's probably it, yeah. I've only saved some of these clips just because they had a nice little dunk in it. But from what I remember, in that run where I got like a 228 or so, it's pretty well like a trip block run. So here we go. Excuse me, display capture. There we go. So let me see what I got going on. Oh, this was when I was using the Zinniger layered, just because I really like the way it looks. But yeah, I managed to kind of luckily get it on her leg, and then from there, like, it's over. Now, admittedly, from what I remember me doing, I remember me trying to position myself in a way to where I did get like the occasional headshot on her while I'm whacking on her face. And honestly, I should have let her do the flip right there, because then I would have had more downtime. And then, thankfully, I managed to actually get it down right there, which, chef's kiss. Yeah, and then take the opportunity right there with the clagger to just tenderize her leg, just so I can get more damage out of it while doing the trip blocks. And, of course, more easily initiate another trip block. But I know for sure, like, you can yeah, see, like, you could just time that shit. And to me, it's not necessarily the most entertaining run out there, but you know what? It gets the job done. And of course, not a perfect trip block. But bam, yeah, there you go. So honestly, I'm probably going to go with that run. Not that I would necessarily want to, but, whoops. Bam. Not that I would necessarily want to, but, can't argue with the results. And then for Coral Pookie, from what I remember, I think I got like a 224 on this one. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, it's only worth doing a cool run if you're using a weapon that's more capable of initiating a cool run. I don't think Gunlance is that weapon to initiate cool runs. Just because, you know, Gunlance, the more you can get her to stand still, the more bang for your buck you're gonna get. Now, funnily enough, for Coral Pookie, I actually think he's probably not a monster you want to stick that cannon thing to his face. Oh, you're kidding me. Just because I found that a lot of the time, you kind of bounce outside of it. You know what, let me go ahead and restart this. See, I think it's funny because Gunlance is that weapon where everyone's like, yeah, this shit is cool as fuck. And like, yeah, it is cool as fuck. But, you know, in practice though, whenever full bursting is king, and maybe this is the issue, maybe it's because full burst is king right now, it really just kind of devolves into a very, very simple game plan. Because to me, I think, me personally, wide Gunlance is the most engaging type of Gunlance to play. Just because, yeah, you are weaving in the pokes and shells, and if anything though, like, the shelling for the most part on wide Gunlance tends to be kind of comparable to the actual poke damage, and then theoretically you'd actually utilize elemental sets with wide shell Gunlance, but I don't know. Feels too much like shit. There we go. See, that's actually a decent spot. Oh, actually, we started a very nice spot. I'm gonna go ahead and do his wings just because Gunlance's swings are so wide. I'm generally hitting his wings like 9 times out of 10. That's alright, we took that hit. Do not ask me if I knew he was gonna start dancing like that. And of course, you don't necessarily want to be in front. Oh, you're kidding me! I rode his tail. Woo. I should have dodged out of the way, let's be honest. Oh, yeah, see, now that's my fault. Goodbye. No, we still alive. Granted, we passed that threshold that I was talking. No, 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 wait, that thing's still there. I'm dumb. You know what? Not the worst run in the world, that's for sure. Not my fastest, but you know what? That ending bit with the worm steak felt cool enough. See, at least with the cool, like the cool dunks and the cool saves, I can always save that and make that be like a little YouTube short. Yeah. I think Coral Pookie's. I think he's a nice fight overall. He's not a hard fight by any stretch of the imagination. It just really is a positioning issue. What do you mean, not the shorts meta? You know, honestly, there are so many times that I get a really, really cool clip, but I never upload it just because, A, I'm too lazy to put together like a little dunking compilation, and B, I'm just lazy. And if anything, it's just like my little treat to people, being like, hey, check out this nice, neat little thing. I'm not gonna bother with Nightshade Palumu. We already beat the tiny version. Hey, hon. Alright, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and end this right now because I gotta get back to other things. But you know what? Thank you so much for sticking by, and I'll definitely see y'all next time. I'll try and get a somewhat consistent schedule going. Most definitely on the weekends, I could imagine. But that being said, y'all guys have a wonderful day, and again, thank you for sticking around with me. Later.